Millions of people across the US and UK face dangerously high temperatures going into the first official weekend of summer. A heat dome formed by warm air trapped in the Earth's atmosphere is stretching across much of the US. The country's National Weather Service has issued heat advisories and extreme heat warnings across the central and eastern parts of the country, including for major cities like Chicago, Washington and New York City. The agency's warning that triple-digit temperatures and oppressive humidity could be common through the next week, impacting at least 300 million people possibly. Well, Frank Pereira is the lead forecaster at the Weather Prevention Centre. I spoke to him earlier.
And this is the first significant heat wave of the season. And what makes this one especially significant is the early onset of it. We're expecting temperatures that we don't typically see until later in the summer, July, August, but we're seeing them now in late June across a good portion of the Midwest into the eastern U.S.
And what do you think is the cause of this?
Well, the specific cause for this is, as you mentioned, a heat dome. It's an area of high pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere that kind of serves as a lid, and it traps the heat in and doesn't allow it to escape. And it also doesn't allow for much relief at night, keeping those temperatures above average, especially in urbanized areas.
So what is your advice to people, some hundreds of millions who are going to be impacted by this?
So yeah, this level of heat can be dangerous to anyone without effective cooling or adequate hydration. So we always advise people that are outside to wear light-colored, loose-fitting clothing, take breaks as often as you can, stay hydrated, check on those that are more vulnerable to the heat, and that would include the elderly, the very young. Always never leave anyone unattended in a locked car. We always advise people to look before they lock, and this would include pets as well. Temperatures can quickly soar inside of a locked car without air conditioning. Again, these are the things we advise.
We talk about a heat dome, as we've discussed. How common are these heat domes? Could we expect more of them as the summer continues?
Yeah, it's too early to say how many more of these we'll see, but yes, they are typical of this time of year, especially as we get later in the summer. We tend to see these a lot, especially in the western U.S. They typically build over the southwestern U.S., the desert areas, but they are not unheard of in the eastern U.S. as well, such as this one. But again, this one is a pretty early onset for this one.
Let's turn to record temperatures in the UK, which recorded a temperature of 33.2 degrees Celsius. That was in Surrey, in the south of England, I should say, making it the hottest day of the year. Well, temperatures are expected to dip even further, but an amber heat health alert was issued by the UK's Health Security Agency. That's going to remain in place until Monday. Research suggests that nearly 600 people could die over the next 4 days due to extreme heat in England as well as Wales.